What's going on, guys? It's Fast1, and today I want to talk to you guys about a few things that from time to time I really miss from Battlefield 3. And even though Battlefield 4 raised the Battlefield series in terms of visuals, gameplay dynamics, and more perks here and there, it also left some things to be desired when it comes to other areas in the game. Some of them are things I personally used to take for granted back in my Battlefield 3 days. But now, after a while of playing Battlefield 4, I came to realize that we did lose some things along the way. So to begin with, probably the main thing that I miss the most is just the way the game mode Rush used to play. And I have to say that in Battlefield 4, the Rush game mode was just completely ruined. And I know I'm sounding way too negative here, and that is because Rush just no longer plays how it's supposed to. And in Battlefield 3, Rush used to be a very competitive game mode. In fact, it used to be probably my favorite game mode out of all of them. And that was because I used to play the objective. But now in Battlefield 4, you have these MCOMs in these ridiculous spots where it just becomes a complete grenade or explosive spam every time you try to arm the objective. Or it's to the point where you can no longer even get to the objective because, like I said, the MCOMs are just in these ridiculous spots where you're either way too close to the enemy team where they can just hold down that MCOM and for you not to arm it at all. And that kind of really bothers me, as well as to the fact that one of the developers on Player Appreciation Month decided to come out and say that the maps were not developed for Rush and that they were mainly just developed for Conquest. So if you're actually going to do that, I don't know how you think your fans and the entire community are actually going to react to this, but I personally wasn't that surprised since I already knew and felt that something was wrong with the game mode Rush. But I would really love to hear what you guys think of the game mode Rush now in Battlefield 4, so remember to leave your comments in the comment section below. So on to the next thing I really miss from Battlefield 3 is the individual specialization system. And the reason behind that is that it was just so simple to use. I mean, you would like pick your specialization and you would have it right away instead of having to work for some points in order to get your specialization that you picked. But now in Battlefield 4, you have to work with your squad in order to get those points and as well as get that specialization that you picked. And I think this is just a terrible idea from DICE and EA, because even though they try to implement a lot more teamwork into a game like Battlefield, it's just not working. And the reason I say that is because sometimes I'll join some squads where my teammates aren't doing a single thing, and so if they were returning the specialization system to the way it was in Battlefield 3, it would be a lot simpler and you wouldn't worry about getting those points and also worrying about your squad not doing anything. But on to the next thing that I really miss from Battlefield 3 is maps similar to Grand Bazaar. And Grand Bazaar was actually one of my favorite maps because it was one of the maps that was just really good in Rush, Conquest, and in Team Deathmatch. And now in Battlefield 4, we only have a few maps that are really good in Team Deathmatch, some that are really good in Conquest, and so you can't really get that balancing that Grand Bazaar actually offered in Battlefield 3. And on to the last thing that I really miss from Battlefield 3 is just the characters themselves and how they had unique and distinctive qualities to them than they do in Battlefield 4. And it was so much that there was even a series named Battlefield Friends on YouTube, which ran for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with them since they were very popular on YouTube. But as soon as Battlefield 4 started, they kind of slowed down the episodes, and they haven't really had an episode for quite a while now, although they did announce that they were gonna bring it back, but I'm pretty sure they're kind of having a hard time on deciding how to make another episode, because now that Battlefield 4 came, you don't really have those characters anymore. They're actually there, but they don't have those unique qualities that the ones in Battlefield 3 used to have. But yeah, guys, these were just some of the things I really missed from Battlefield 3. I would really like to hear what you guys missed from Battlefield 3. So yeah, guys, this wraps up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave a rating if you enjoyed the video, as it does help it out a lot, and the channel as well. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more Battlefield 4 content. As always, this was Fast1, and see you in the next video.